Hey guys, welcome to Club Outdoors. I'm Matt. How you guys doing today? Today I'm going to bring you about a budget-friendly bow vise. So I know there's a lot of talk about what's the best bow vise out there. You got Baker products, you got OMP, you got all these vise companies making up all these great vices. Now, I'm not saying that one vice is better than the next. That's not what this video is about. This video is about a budget-friendly bow vise. A vise that can do the same as all those other vices and still get the job done for a reasonable rate. Now, the vise I got here today is from Amazon. It cost me $169. That shipped to my door, all right? It's fully metal construction. It has a 360. It does everything you need. The only thing it doesn't have is micro tune. There's no micro adjustments on it. So, we're not a bow shop. So, and you DIY guys out there, I'm sure you can spare a few minutes to, properly align your levels up and everything. Because once you get it leveled left, right, and up and down, that's it. You're done. So it takes a few more minutes to set that up, and that's it. So if you guys want, follow me, and I'll take you over to the bow vise. All right, everybody. Here's the bow vise. As you can see, you loosen this lever here, right? And the best thing about this lever is all three of them, you can pull it out and adjust it to any side you want, right? So however you need to adjust it, it's there. You don't have to worry about that. So you loosen that off, and look, it spins it any direction you want, all right? Spins all the ways around. Then you just go down here, lock that in, boom, she's solid, right? Ain't going nowhere. Now you do the same with this one. It moves wherever you want. Just loosen it off. Right? Look at that. She just drops. Goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Right? No problems there. Tighten it back up. Good to go. Now you take over to this one. Same thing. Snug that up a little bit. Thing is, you got to kind of over snug these. That's the only problem. And look. $360. All right. So the only problem I have with these is you do got to give it a good snugging. And once you give it a good snug, it's pretty good. It holds in there. I'm going to take my bow. It's a Mach 30. PSC makes them. And we're going to give it a shot here. Show you how it works. So you just take your bow, line it up. The best thing about this bow vise is it grabs the riser, not the limbs. I'm not really into grabbing limbs with my bow vises. So this is why I went with this. So you just snug that up. Boom. There it is. See that? Holds it pretty solid. Now the table I got right now isn't the best. It flexes a little bit, but I'm working on getting a little bit better table. But yeah, so see, she holds her in there nice and tight. Good to do D-loops, right? You can do your D-loops with this. Anything you want. She works great. So like I was saying, loosen this off. You can adjust it. Just take my level out. Just a regular string level. Take that level out. Give it a little snug. and you just start adjusting it. Like this is where the micro tune would come in handy. But again, like I said, you're on a budget. You're on a budget, man. Look at that. Level that way, left and right. I'm going to level it. Look at that. Up and down. Left and right. Thin the lines. All right. There you go. Now look, I can wiggle that around a little bit. I'll come back. Still in the line there. Not too bad. Adjust it a little bit too much. Look. Perfectly level. All right. So now that we got that thing perfectly level, we can work on whatever we want. You know, I can loosen my cable driven here, or my limb driven rest. Pop that rest up. And we can slap on the arrow level, right? Slap on an arrow level. Just show you guys right here. So I'll loosen that off. Just loosen that off. Bring my arrow rest fully up all the way. I'll grab an arrow. Just pop that in there like that. Grab my arrow level. There you go. You got your arrow level on there. You got your string level on there. Right? Everything you need to do with the vise, this vise will do it. So I got my arrows, set them up, right? I can adjust my D-loop. I can tie in a new D-loop. I can adjust my arrow rest if I need to. Anything that needs to be done, I can do it. I can do it off this vise, right? This vise, like I said, right? Turn it, whatever. Set your bubbles up for your sights, anything you want, right? I can lift this thing up like that if I need to. Work on stabilizers here, right? Front stabilizer, rear stabilizer, anything you want. Like I said, you can spin this around. I can work on my D-loop here. Work on my D-loop, cut it off, retie one on there, adjust everything that needs to be adjusted. Exactly what you need. $160, guys. That's it. $160. Made out of solid metal, right? Just got these plastic parts here. See how long they hold up? That'd be the only issue I have, is these plastic parts breaking. But you know what? Us DIY guys can figure out how to fix these or replace them. So there you guys have it. My new VISE. Like I said, on Amazon, 160 bucks. I'll put a link in the description below here, and you guys can look at it if you want, pick it up. Ships right to your door, guys. $160. Can't beat it. It ends up not lasting. Well, then I'll upgrade to a different one, probably the Baker product, right? Because all those other Vices are within that price range of, $500. So, retail is probably about 300 or so US, but 500 here in Canada. And especially with these tariffs going on, right? We're talking 25% tariffs on all the goods from the US. So if you're in the market right now for a Bovise, I highly recommend this one. Saving yourself a lot of money. It could be $700 by the time it gets to your door. The Baker Vice. Don't get me wrong. Baker Vice, I'd be buying that too if I could. But right now, I just can't justify spending $700 on a Bovise that I only use maybe about 3 or 4 times in a year. So thank you for watching. That's my show for today. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please subscribe to my channel and smash that like button for me. Don't forget to hit that notification bell as well so that you can keep up with all my new content. It does help with the algorithm for me. We are trying to build my channel and reach 1,000 subscribers, and I can't do it without the support of you guys. So thanks for watching. Happy hunting, everybody.